Today's video calls for a few mangoes. I'm going to show you how to cut these the most efficient way possible. This way you get the most out of your fruit, and this will save your little fingies from getting hurt because they're important or whatever. So with that said, let's get started. The first thing we need to do is pick a few good ripe mangoes. There's a few ways of doing this. One of the ways is to find mangoes that are changing from green to that orange, yellow, or reddish color. And also another great way to tell if you have a ripe mango is to give it a few light squeezers, and it should slightly give under pressure. It shouldn't be too mushy, nor should it be rock solid. If it's too hard, then it's not ripe. It's basically the same method you would use for picking an avocado. Now it's time to start cutting our fruit. You should be able to spin your mango really hard and the peel should come right off. And I totally forgot to film the other half of that, so there's not going to be a cold transition. Now you get to watch me just peel it normally. But you're going to take off all of the skin from our mango. You may need to use a towel to hold on to your fruit because it becomes fairly slick after all that skin is off, and it'll make it a whole lot easier to use a towel if you need to. You'll notice when you're peeling the skin off, you're going to see a little layer of light greenish to white little rind on your mango. You also want to peel that off until you get to that bright orange of our fruit. Once you have your mango completely peeled, go ahead and toss the skins so we can move on to the next step. You'll notice that your mango kind of looks like a teardrop or an almond. It's going to have two large sides known as the cheeks, and then two smaller sides that are little mango slivers. You're going to grab a sharp knife and find the center of your mango. You're going to go over about 1/4 inch and cut off your mango cheek. Once you do that, you'll notice where the core is. It'll be that white part or the darker yellow part right in the center. And we want to avoid cutting that as much as possible. Once you have the cheeks cut off, you're going to cut off the little slivers as well. Your knife should run through your fruit with real simple ease. And if it becomes really hard to cut through, then that means you're cutting into the core, and we don't want to do that. So back your knife out and start again. And when cutting your cheeks and the slivers, you want to follow the curvage of your fruit. This way we get as much as possible out of it. Once you have all that done, go ahead and throw the core away. Now that you have your mango all cleaned up and ready to go, it's time to cut it into whatever shapes and sizes that your little heart desires. I'm gonna take one side of our cheek of mango and cut it into little 1/4 inch slices. This makes for the perfect snack, or you can make these into little dehydrated mango chips if you wish. And it's best to use the tip of your blade. This way you can cut through it a lot faster without the mango sticking to your blade. Once you have it all cut, to fan it out so you can see all that delicious goodness. Now that you have your mango cheeks cut into slices, we can start working on the little mango slivers. You can take these and do pretty much whatever you want with them. Make them into more slivers, or you can cut them into about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch slivers as well, and then cut those half into half again. Then turn it sideways and make little small dice of mango, which would be perfect for salsa or in your yogurt in the morning. Or you can make them into large little chunks to throw into a fruit salad or for a smoothie. There's endless opportunities on how you can cut your mango. Now that you know how to make slices and dices, we're gonna start making our mango flour. So you're gonna repeat the same process as before, grabbing your sharp knife and finding the center of your mango and going over that 1/4 inch so you can cut off the cheeks. You're also gonna cut off the slivers. There's no need to peel it this time, so go ahead and leave the skin on. Now that you have your mango cheeks cut, you're going to grab a small paring knife and you're going to score your cheek from top to bottom, making little sections that are about 1/4 inch widthwise. You can hold it like this, and if you want it a safer way, you can grab your mango with a towel. This way if you do punch through, you're not going to cut your hand, or the even safer way is to throw it on your work surface and cut it. In the end, it should look something like this. Once you have the top down cut, you're going to cut it from side to side, repeating the same process of cutting it into those 1/4 inch sections. In the end, it should look something like this, and all you need to do is push from the back, popping that skin so the fruit pops up. This way you get this little mango turtle shell, or also known as the mango flour. Now that you have your flour made, you're going to grab your little mango slivers and you're going to cut the skins off and cut these into whatever little shapes and sizes that your little heart desires. Now that you know how to cut mangoes a few different ways, you can use these as an ice cream topper, or throw it in your yogurt, or make a salsa for some shrimp tacos. Whatever you decide to do, just enjoy. Alright, now that we've put all that work into cutting our mango, let's check it out. This version is super cool. It reminds me of like a porcupine or a turtle shell, and it just looks super appealing, and it looks really tasty. You can tell because I had a snack right there. I took a piece. It was really good. Or you got these little thin slices that are also super appealing. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Of course it's good. It's a mango. Now that you know how to cut fresh mangoes, there's endless opportunities that you can use them for. You can make smoothie bowls, or you can just be a regular person and make a smoothie. Or you can make a mango salsa to put on any type of white fish, like some red snapper, which sounds super tasty. And you can save yourself a few buckaroos by cutting your own mangoes instead of buying the frozen stuff. And you can just freeze them yourself. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Thanks for watching. I need to go find a salty snack to counterbalance all this sweetness from our mangoes. So we'll see you on the next one. Today's recipe calls for a couple, it's not a recipe, it's a video, come on now. Fingies from getting hurt and my phone went off. Ruins everything. Frozen. Now that you know how to make stupid phone. So is it mongos, like mongoose spike, or is it mangoes, like man goes somewhere, like mangoes, or mangoes, or is this just mangoes?